Okay, this is Sam, and Sam has been rescued from a puppy mill in wow, Jamaica. That's the word we came up with for her dog bed. In this video, though, I'm going to go over some tips you can use if you have a dog that's really nervous or fearful about wanting to approach somebody. So Sam is very nervous. She usually won't even take treats from people. I've been using a lot of dog psychology and soft body language to help her feel comfortable. We actually just worked on getting her to go to the dog bed. Normally all she does is sit on the couch all day. So I would like to get her to come to me. And I talked to a guardian about using passive training to actually reinforce her coming on her own. So make sure you do that. But if I want to get her to come and I hold out the treat like this, she likes my treats. Sam, come. She won't come for it. So what I want to do is I want to create a little bit of a motivation to get her moving or starting to come. So I'm going to use two treats. I'm going to have one in my hand, another one I'm going to place halfway distance between me and her. If that won't work, then I'll put another one halfway distance between the treat and her. Sam. Sam. Here. Now notice how I left my hand in place? She should come back and sample it a second time. A lot of us, we move our hand away right away, but that gives the dog another, especially a fearful dog like this, you want to give her another opportunity to come towards you. Now she won't come, you can see that, and you see the lean that she has. Can you see the lean? There we, oh, look at that. Here. So all we want is just one step at a time. Now if you see the dog, I call it a baseball lean. It looks like they're trying to steal second base. So if the dog does that, it's saying I'm uncomfortable. So we want to help them continue to practice it until we no longer have that lean. Now because of her, probably the handlers were maybe abusive to her or neglectfully abusive. We don't know what happened in the puppy mill, but I've seen puppy mills. It's not a pretty place. So they learned to stay away from humans. Here. So I offered it and I just left it there. I didn't over-encourage and say, come and get it, come and get it. I made it available, and when she came, she got a reward, and then she heard the command word. Now this time, here, I'm holding it a little bit closer to myself. So what I want her to do is I want to approach, and you see that lean she has now, but she's still coming back. She came back from my hand a second time. So again, leave your hand palm up and leave it in place, and sometimes they'll come back and sample again. Now I'm going to bring it a little even closer. And even if you only get one step, here, that's exactly what we're looking for. We want one step at a time until she feels comfortable. And if she takes it and then turns around and goes away, that's totally fine. You want to keep on repeating this process until the dog comes and gets it on their own. Here. So she's not only working up a little bit of confidence in doing this, but every time that she does this, and you notice I'm not trying to pet her. For her, that would be overwhelming. And so all I want her to do is, as I'm coming to a human, the lower you go, the more it's for the dog. Here. The more you can come to this human, he's going to respect your space. He's not going to try to pet you or do anything that you don't want to do. Here. And I'm trying to keep on doing this until she doesn't have that lean anymore. Now when I'm doing this, if you notice, I'm orientated sideways to her, which is a much easier approach for dogs. I'm also lower, I'm on my knees. So for dogs, the height has a correlation to rank or authority. The position, front facing is confrontational, sideways is more approachable. When two dogs meet, if the camera is a dog, I wouldn't take a straight line towards you to meet. I would take kind of a rounded approach. When I got to you, you and I would kind of do a circle and sniff each other's rear ends and butts. That's normal. Jamaica. Remember, you have 3 seconds to correct or reward your dog. And so as soon as she lays down, I want to be getting that treat to her within 3 seconds and saying the word Jamaica. Now, every time she comes to me on her own for passive training, I'm going to pet her and say the word here. But we want to understand that when you come to a human that you don't know, I've only known her for about an hour, they're going to be able to understand and respect you and not put their hands on you, not try to do things that you're not prepared for. See if we can get one without the treat on the ground. So patience is a virtue. Most of us are impatient. We're like start offering and clapping and doing all these other things. So she's still looking at it. She's thinking about it. Okay, so she looked away, so I'll just offer one there. And I'm not saying the command word there because it's only half of what I'm looking for. Here. We didn't have a lean that time, did we? And we'll get another step, hopefully. Here. And even if it's just a lean, that's okay. That's a start. We're going to shape this behavior. It's going to take a little bit of time, and we're going to get there, but we're going to go with the dog's rate of speed, not at our arbitrary deadlines, because that's not going to help anybody. All right, well, this wonderful, good-looking dog, let's look at the camera here, Sam. This is Sam, and these are some tips and tricks you can use if you have a dog that's fearful or doesn't feel comfortable approaching humans.